Back in the woodshed, peeps. Harv's killing us softly. How you guys doing? It is chilly out today. Got about 8 inches of snow yesterday, last night, this morning, whatever. Had some company come wake me up. I always know it's warm. It snowed when it's warmer out when I wake up than when I went to sleep. So back to make some more kindling. Figured I'd do a video. It's been a while. How you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Nothing like some banging. It's pretty hard to make kindling without splitting wood. Pretty easy to get stitches though if you hit your finger. That's alright, I stitch myself. That's kind of how I roll. Yeah. The lady's tractor. She got a little tractor for cutting grass. And it ain't running right. Knocking kind of and making all these weird noises. So one of her friends, they call him the lawnmower scientist, they call him. If he can't fix it, it ain't broken apparently. Yeah, I don't know. I've been working on stuff, motorized stuff all my life. I don't get what he's saying. He's charges way too much money to believe him. Anyways, like he looks at the tractor, which is making all kinds of noise. Sounds like, you know, it's got some issues. Like my glove. Anyways, he takes a cloth and wipes off the oil from around the exhaust and wipes off the oil from around, or whatever, the fluids from around the carburetor. Puts it into a dish because he thinks he can figure out what's wrong with the tractor by looking at this oil. I mean, I get you can figure out a lot of stuff from the oil, you know. Slow in the dipstick, you need some. High in the dipstick, you need, you know. But then he puts some a bunch of different things in there. And some of the things I recognize right off, like pieces of cigarette butts with paper, the whole deal. And after the stuff's in the petri dish for like I don't know, probably 7 or 8 hours, as you can imagine, the cigarette butt paper is like kind of left the filters, and the filters are all kind of like swollen up and all messed up. And he's like, oh, there's your problem. How these things are like all swolled up and breaking apart, like the cigarette filters are all broke. I mean, he puts cigarette filters into the oil, to his, I don't get it, but anyways, he's taken the fact that the cigarette butts have broken down inside the dish, that's somehow the problem. But the problem didn't exist until he put them in there. Like, that's his ideology. is, you know, take the residue from this area, take the residue from this area, and then mix all this garbage in there. And the one thing that you can really see that he mixed are the cigarette butts, and they've lost their paper and they're all puffed up, and it's like, he's like, oh, you gotta buy this activator additive, and it's really expensive. And I also know people that used it and had nothing but problems with it after. Even I know some people that used it and their tractors never ran again. Essentially killed the motor of the tractor. Then he says, on top of that, he wants us to put a freaking diaper, I kid you not, he wants us to put a diaper on top of the air filter. And literally this guy makes, I don't know how much money. He drives a freaking Mercedes Benz. It's at least a $250,000 car. And the old lady is like, swears by the guy. And she's going to fork out all this money to him. Well, because she has to now, because he did this test on him, trying to figure out what's wrong with this tractor, where I don't see how he comes up with any of it. It's just like, if you're going to use the oil to figure out what's going on with it, then you got to like really look at the oil by itself, you know. He's like, oh no, that's not how you do it. You put all this other stuff in there, and then you can really take a look at it and really figure out what's going on with it. Well, I've never heard of such a thing. Anyways, I can hardly even split the wood. I'm so uptight about what it's costing this lady, you know? And I think about all the other suckers that listen to this guy. And how is that even possible that this guy makes that much money for troubleshooting on people's lawn equipment? Like I said, the stuff that he says to put in there, I know people that they'll never cut their grass again. The lawnmower is finished. They try to do it without that guy, just by themselves. I've never sworn. I've stayed away from all those additives my entire life. I'd rather just rebuild it, fix it, do whatever. Let's stay away from those kind of things, right? Anyways, kind of makes you wonder. Putting a diaper on the air breather. Are you kidding me? Like, how is the tractor supposed to breathe? So it's going to run rich because it can't get enough air in through the jetting. Just... And because the cigarette butts lost their paper and they swelled up because they're in this solution of oil and debris and all this other kind of fluids that you might find around a carburetor and exhaust ports. He put like stuff that, I mean, if you take the freaking cigarette filters and put them in water, the same stuff happens. You know, I don't know. Moral of the story is you have to find a really practical mechanic. None of these freaking weirdo voodoo scientists freaking mechanics. Because as far as I'm concerned, that lady's going to put all this money into her little tractor and it's never going to cut grass again. So, do you ever hear of the tractor scientist? What's his name? I can't remember his name. He kind of looks German. The I can't remember his name. Pretty sure it starts with an F or U or something. Or maybe I'm just thinking that FU. I don't know, but if a mechanic comes to your house, or you go to his house, because apparently he takes, apparently he has a place where you can go and get all this stuff done for you. Just he'll take your tractor, put it right up on the thing, and do all this crap. Charges you a mint too, like just charges you so much money. But you might as well just, you go see that guy, you might as well just, you'll never cut the grass again. You'll never cut it again with that mower. I don't know, peeps. This is an upside down clown world after all. If you want to fix your tractors, learn about tractors. You know? Learn about what it takes to run an internal combustion engine, and if you have to get new parts, most of the time you can fix the parts that you got. So you just really can't trust anybody unless you're doing it yourself. That's my motto. I don't trust anybody, specifically when they drive like $300,000 cars. Anyways, peeps, I'm gonna get back to doing this, and I can't really focus on that with you guys looking at me. Okay, Arv's killing us soundly. Play safe. Stay away from freaky mechanics. Peace. Oh, look at all the snow. It snowed like a mamma jamma last night. Oh, can't see shit.